Hi everybody, this is Claire Rooney from clairerooney.com, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about low-fat diets and why they're not a great choice if you would like to get results on your plan. Now, I'm not actually going to talk about health considerations as such today. I'm just talking about people who want to get results. Because there's a lot of people out there that are willing to do anything to shift the fat, and they just think, well, I don't really care about the health. So I'm really going to look at why the low-fat diet doesn't support getting results. Now, the first reason is that a low-fat diet in general tastes pretty awful. If you've ever tried a regime of dry turkey breasts and broccoli with absolutely no fat added, you realize that this is not something that you can sustain long term. It tastes terrible, and something that tastes terrible tells your body something is not right, and you're not going to be able to sustain that long term. The second reason that low-fat diets are not favourable in terms of getting results in the long term is that they leave you hungry very soon after the meal. Now, the science behind this is that when you eat a low-fat meal, the food leaves your stomach very, very quickly, and this is known as the gastric emptying time. Now, when the food leaves your stomach quickly, it sends a signal to your brain telling you that you're hungry very, very rapidly. So people on low-fat diets tend to be hungry all the time, and this is not a recipe for dietary success. The third reason that low-fat diets do not lead to dietary compliance is poor blood sugar regulation. Because this food leaves the stomach very quickly, it causes the blood sugar to rise rapidly. This sends a signal to your pancreas to secrete more insulin, the hormone that's responsible for regulating blood sugar, and this causes your blood sugar to drop quickly, and when it drops quickly, your body gets again hungry very, very soon afterwards. Now, the fourth reason that the low-fat diet does not support fat loss in the long term is that it tends to elicit an awful lot of cravings in people. Now, anybody who's ever gone on a diet knows all about cravings, and the ability to resist those cravings or avoid those cravings is probably one of the top predictors of dietary success. But a low-fat diet elicits many, many cravings. Well, why does it do that? Well, first of all, the low-fat diet elicits a lot of cravings because fat is actually a macronutrient that's completely essential in your diet. Your body can't survive without it. So your body's not stupid, and it's going to make you crave until it gets what your body actually requires. So it requires fat, so you're going to get cravings, and those cravings can be misidentified and misapplied in the body. And a lot of the time what happens is people get insane cravings for sugary stuff on a low-fat diet. Have you ever seen a low-fat dieter, or have you been that person yourself that has a mad addiction for diet drinks? And the reason for that is your body's craving sugar because something has gone wrong. The body knows something is missing, and it's going to start craving. Now, the second reason for the cravings is the phenomenon that I mentioned previously. It's the poor blood sugar regulation. If you've got poor blood sugar regulation, you are going to have crazy cravings. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the serotonin connection. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter produced both in the brain and the gut, largely in the gut. And if you go on a low-fat diet, your serotonin levels will drop. One of the founders of the low-fat movement, his name was Nathan Pritikin, he actually committed suicide because he was so depressed. Low-fat diets make people depressed. Now, what do you do when you're depressed? Most people, when they're depressed, they just want to eat, and they want to eat comfort foods, and they want to eat more. So this is the reason that low-fat diets are not sustainable for the vast majority of people long term. You're going to be hungry all the time, you're going to have crazy cravings, and you're going to be depressed. This is not a recipe for long-term compliance. So this is Claire Rooney signing out from clairerooney.com. Tune in next time for more information on health, nutrition, and exercise to help you get the body you desire.